We start with the 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, we mentioned about the how we can look for trade. And one of the options was to have entry above the top. Anyway, even if anyone get the, because we mentioned we need to see the sharp move. Even if anyone get the trade, they had a lot of time to take out the trade, at least in the break even, okay? Because the way it's moving is really corrective. When we have been looking for the reversal as a sharp move, okay? In this case, we move to daily chart. We want to see how we can look for chart. If we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for this flat, okay? Now, it will be more clear if I move to forward chart. Okay. Again, if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for the flat and we mentioned we want to see the reversal. The price reverse, but as a corrective. We were expecting to see the reversal similar to what we have here. Okay, now we want to see what's the next, how we can look for trade. First of all, we want to see how we can look for the chart. Okay, first things, we had the flat. That means we had the first move, correction, third, there was no divergence. We couldn't refer to divergence. And even here, I think the price couldn't break the previous low. Okay. And even we cannot refer to the indicators. But right now, I'm looking at this move. I want to highlight that we can, whether we can put this one in relative to this for internal correction. That means still we can expect we are within this down move because it's not finished. This is the first way we can look for chart. That means still we can expect the price to drop before we get the reversal. Or maybe this is the start of the reversal and we need to see the deeper correction. Which one we should look for? Okay, but what I see here is a corrective reversal. And mostly, technically, we can expect the price to drop. Okay, no, we want to see how we can look for trade. Okay, but for me, if I want to look for buy, I prefer this one to give me a deeper correction. Then if I get the deeper correction, that means the price drop as a corrective move, then I will look for buy. Rather than that, if there is a continuation as a corrective, I just let it go. I won't take the trade because I won't see any, I don't see any trade setup. Since we have the second possibility, may the price drop and retest the previous up. I mean, reverse from there after they retest the previous low. Okay. Anyway, we need to know about the bigger picture. And if I wants to look for trade based on forward chart, we don't have any trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, even if I wants to consider this one in relative to this as a first move, we can. But even if the price reverse from here, mostly we cannot get a really good trade setup unless we put our entry above the top with a sharp move, which I once suggested. The reason is if we get one move up with the breakout of the top, mostly we can look for the divergence. The only thing is just let it go. We are not going to look for trade unless we get any sharp move with a flag with a breakout of the top. Then from there we consider whether we should look for buy or not, or as I explained based on forward chart if this one turned to a deeper correction. Okay, right now the only things I put my lines here. I want to see whether I can put this one as a running flat or not. Okay, I'm expecting the price move a bit higher, but as I mentioned, whether we get a trade within this range, I don't think we can get a really good trade setup unless we trade based on lower time frame. But after the breakout of the top, we can consider as a three waves. Then if we see the divergence, mostly we can expect to get the deeper correction before we get the continuation if the price retests the previous stop. Okay. Anyway, right now we don't have any trade setup either for buy or sell. And having entry above the top, I won't suggest it. I mentioned the reason. And if this one turns to a deeper correction, maybe we can look for reversal. Or if the price continue from here as a sharp move with the flag with the breakout of the top, then from there we consider whether we should look for buy or not. And right now, buy or sell. I mean, right now we cannot either buy or sell. We don't have any trade setup. And even if the price start to drop, mostly we won't get any trade setup to look for. In this case, the only suggestion is we just follow the chart. And if I see any update or trade, I will share.